Hi, very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf. Hope I find you well. So today I've been at the railway exhibition in Gaydon in Warwickshire at the British Motor Museum, and rather than do a complete video around the museum like I did last year, I'm just going to pick out a few bits and then link back to the video that I had last year, because I'll start off here. This is the 2015 Triumph Rocket 3. So this was built to break the motorbike land speed record. 3 attempts were made in 2015, 16 and 17. Sadly none of them were successful due to the condition of the salt flats, but it does say here Guy Martin, the guy off the telly, he reached a speed of 274.2 miles an hour, making this the fastest Triumph ever. A couple of engines in there. This one's new, I believe. This is 2005 MG GT Concept. It's the prototype coupe. That's really nice looking. Very Puma-esque. The one thing that hits you as you come down from the conference centre into the museum is the smell of the oil and the rubber tyres. As I've always said, you need to get to these places yourselves, because the camera just doesn't do it justice, with the smell and the atmosphere. Here we've got 1935 Austin 7 side valve single seat racing car. And the 7 Avon. Actually very small cars. I love the look of this one. The 1936 Austin 7 twin cam single seater. This is a 1953 Land Rover Series 1, and this is for the Royal Ceremonial Vehicle. So if I come around the back here, you can see the ability to stand up in the back of the vehicle here, and I guess wave. Then we've got the 1970 Tyrrell Formula 1 racing car for Jackie Stewart. I'm pretty sure I've done a Tamiya kit review of this car. I forget now. (1953) MG rally car. And a 2001 TVR Tuscan. This is a Le Mans racing car. The 1925 Morris Oxford Red Flash Special. Built to race at Brooklands, and with many special cars to grace the famous track near Weybridge in Surrey. It's capable of excellent performance, and there's a standing lap of over 78 miles an hour. Right, here we have a 1908 Austin 100 horsepower Grand Prix racing car. Marvellous looking. I'm just going to pan across the back of the museum there. I just spotted the car behind, see the one in green? As Del Boy would say, the Capri Gear. Apologies to anybody that's not UK based, that's a bit of a UK joke there for Only Fools and Horses, TV show that was on the BBC in the 70s and 80s. (1922) Austin 20 and a 1955 A9 Westminster. This was a car, I remember this one from last time, that drove all the way across South Africa. This is a 1959 Austin 7, and not many people realise it, but the Mini and the Austin 7, although they look the same, were different cars. Got the 1978 Triumph TR7 V8 rally car. Now I think I've said this last time, this threw me, because I thought when you put a V8 in a TR7 it became a TR8, but nevertheless, when we were younger, my dad had one of these and let me and my brother try to restore it. Needless to say, it never went back on the road, yeah, taught us a lot about cars though. And this is actually the Triumph TR2 prototype in 1953. Car of legends, one of Group B rally cars. This is the MG Metro 6R4. Unbelievable car, and yeah, it looks so mean. The 1938 Isagonis Lightweight Special. Obviously Isagonis responsible for the Mini. And a 1964 Austin Healey Sprite Le Mans Coupe. Don't think that was here last time. Don't recall seeing that one. Right, we've got a land speed record car here. This is 1998 MG EX255, which is a speed record car. So in 1959, Phil Hill set the speed record for the fastest MG at 254.91 miles an hour. And this one reached, let's have a look, I can't see it on here, top speed of 255 plus. So a couple of things here. This didn't actually achieve the speed record. It was expected to do 255 miles an hour, but it had some problems. But the other thing was, this was actually driven by Andy Green, who drove Thrust SSC and holds the current land speed record, yet to be beaten. Another speed record car here, 1957 MG EX181. Very unique looking. I believe this is the MG Speed Collection. Look, 1954 MG EX179. This is the 1938 MG EX135. Top speed was 203 miles an hour. Well, I wanted to say this is the oldest car in here, but it's actually a replica. So it's a replica of the first car, which is the 1886 Benz. And if we just come around the side here, you'll see the drive system with the belt, cross belt here, down onto the clutch. And there's some really iconic cars here for the Paddy Hopkirk cars, the Minis that took part in the Monte Carlo rally. Extremely famous cars. This is actually the Paddy Hopkirk car. This is the 1963 Morris Mini Cooper S, which won the 1964 Monte Carlo rally. I was actually reading up about Crystal Palace the other day in London. And what I didn't realise is, although that used to be a racetrack, it was actually in the pit lane where the famous scene from The Italian Job was filmed. That, you know, where they blew the doors off the truck. Yeah, that was actually filmed just in front of the steps at Crystal Palace on what was the pit garages for the racetrack. That's a distant memory. So we have a Royal Winchester Caravan here. Don't know what year it's from. Let's have a quick look. This is 1935. Now, forgive me, I can't remember totally, but I think in the Oxford Collectibles, I opened one of their mystery boxes, the seconds box, and I do think one of these was in there. How about the bus? 1923 London bus. Beautiful. So this is a prototype. There's lots of prototypes in this museum. There's a 1999 Land Rover SVX, the concept vehicle. Already mentioned the Capri, and there's the Reliant Robin from Only Fools and Horses. We got the Ford Anglia 1962, obviously from Harry Potter. If you're a Harry Potter fan, that's the car. And a 1981 DeLorean, complete with Back to the Future styling. Over this side, you can see the Land Rover there, and different Land Rovers up on the stand. As I say, today isn't a tour around the museum. I'm just giving a little bit of a few cars that stand out as I walk through, and I will put a link in the description to the full video from the previous time that I was here. The best part of the museum is actually the other building where they store most of the vehicles, and unfortunately I haven't got time to do that today. It's already closed, so I'm just catching this last little bit as I make my way to the exit. Right, this one here is a 1 minute Austin, and it's been signed by everybody in the plant. Now it's a lot of crazing on the paintwork, but if I just zoom down, you can see lots of signatures all over it, and yeah, it was signed by the people who made it. Signatures all over the car. I had the pleasure of doing a similar thing at work recently as well, but yeah, that's for another day. Got Lotus, 1971 Lotus Europa. We've got Jensen, the Aston Martin Vanquish, McLaren MP4. What we've got over here, this is an MG prototype in the middle here. I believe it's a prototype. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's an electric supercar concept from 2024, so absolutely brand new. This one always catches my eye, the 7. Those that watch the channel will know that I have a copy of this in the Tiger Avon that I have. This is the original Colin Chapman designed 1969 Lotus 7. Morgan 3-wheeler, the Midget Stinger, and Aston Martin DB5. Stunning car. And 1965 MG BGT, cut in two. You can see all the cylinders, the gearbox, prop shaft, back to the differential. TR6 MG Midget, and I think that's at the top. It is a Spitfire. If I recognise it, yes, it is Spitfire. I think out of all of them, for me, TR6 still the most beautiful. This is the Vauxhall concept car that I showed last time I was here. Very, very Hot Wheels-esque. And this one, just I was lost for words last year. I'm still lost for words. 1978 Triumph Lynx. So it's got basically a Triumph TR7 front end, but with a Rover sort of coupe back end. Really, really bizarre looking. This is one of the first electric cars, 1970 Crompton Leyland. Austin Zander. This is a mid-engine sports prototype, the Rover Alvis. Another weird looking car. And this is a 1970s SRV concept from Vauxhall. Got the Road Rover. Oh, very strange looking. Obviously a Range Rover for the road. The Nuffield Gutty, Austin Ant, and a Mini Moke. But this is twin engined, so got an engine in the front and an engine in the back. This was a prototype, so yeah, twin engine, which means 2 gear changes. Must be a nightmare to drive. And I think I'll just finish up on these 2 sports cars here. So we've got the Formula E Jaguar, and next to it the Formula 1 driven by Eddie Irvine. Indeed, there's so much more to see here. And as I say, if you want a more in-depth look around the museum, I did a video last year. Go and check it out, it's on the channel. And yeah, I had a little bit longer walk around and went across the other building as well. There's some really interesting stuff in the other building. Now, one thing I didn't see last time, not saying it wasn't here, are these small models around the top here. Ah, fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up and leave this video there. If you enjoyed the video, then please do give it a thumbs up, and why not check out the channel. Lots of videos on there, and as I say, including the video walking around the museum more in depth last year. And yeah, if you can subscribe, you'd be doing me a really big favour. And with that, I'm going to leave this one there. Just say thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.